Hello everybody and welcome back to a little channel update video. I haven't done one of these in quite some time, but the channel has been a little bit all over the place recently. Videos have not been going up regularly, if at all. The schedule's kind of been all over the place. Is he streaming? Is he not streaming? What's going on, Isaac? And so I thought I'd do a bit of an update video. I've been getting a lot of questions asking me what's going on, what's happening, are you dead? And I'm going to try and talk through that stuff in a bit of an update video. And so, for those who don't know, I've been streaming a little bit more regularly over on Twitch. If you're wondering where all of the Age of Engineering stuff is, it is over on Twitch or over on my Gaming on Caffeine Live YouTube channel. I'll link to both of those in the description down below. And starting tomorrow, I plan on streaming every weekday, so Monday to Friday, at 2 p.m. GMT, which is kind of a new time that I've been testing out. Previously, I was streaming at about 10 p.m. my time, which was a much more friendly time for people in the US. You know, it was kind of more 3 to 5 p.m. Over in the USA, whereas here in the UK, it was really late. And it doesn't really work as well for me. I know that the 2 p.m. time slot is like crazy early for people in the US. You know, it's like 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. depending on whereabouts you live. But for me, the 10 p.m. slot was like way too late. It means that I don't get to bed until like the early hours of the morning. It means that I'm really groggy the next day and then I don't get anything done and it just becomes a whole entire mess. But before I get too rambly, that's every Monday to Friday, 2 p.m. I'm going to say 2 till 5, so that's kind of a 3-hour window. The streams might not always be 3 hours long. They might be kind of like 2.5, 2 hours long, if I'm kind of feeling like that's a good place to wrap up the stream. It really depends. But yeah, twitch.tv, Gaming on Caffeine, links down below in the description. You should follow me there if you haven't done so already. And in regards to the Age of Engineering stuff on this channel, it's probably not going to keep coming. So what I was doing with Age of Engineering is I was streaming it over on Twitch, and I was kind of streaming it with minimal chat interaction, right? I was trying to make it as fit for YouTube as possible. And so I was streaming with the sole purpose of making stuff for YouTube, which I didn't really like doing. You know, when I stream on Twitch, I want to talk to the chat. I want to just kind of sit back, relax, play some Minecraft, and talk with the Twitch chat, right? That's the whole reason why I would stream on Twitch as opposed to just doing a YouTube series on it. And so what I was doing in the past is I was streaming it on Twitch, not really talking to the chat, and then editing it down for YouTube, which meant cutting out more of the grindy stuff. Now, a second problem with that is that the editing on those live streams took forever. Like, trying to edit down a 2 to 3 hour stream means that I have to first watch the whole thing through again. I usually watch it at like 2 times speed, but even then, I'm watching the whole thing back, and it's still taking me an hour and a half, 2 hours, adding the editing time on top of that, and then I've got to render the thing, and it's usually like an hour-long video. And then when it's done, I don't really feel like it's that good of an experience. It feels kind of choppy. It doesn't feel great. I apologize if you liked those edited down versions of the streams, but I think going forward, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just kind of separate the Twitch stuff from the YouTube stuff, right? So I'm going to stream stuff on Twitch, and if I stream it on Twitch, it stays on Twitch. I will still upload things to my Gaming on Caffeine Live channel, which for those who don't know is basically just where I put all of the full unedited streams for those who don't want to watch it on Twitch or can't watch it on Twitch or just don't like Twitch, any of those reasons. And so you can watch the full streams either on Twitch or on that YouTube channel. But I don't think I'm going to be putting anything from Twitch on here, and I don't think I'm going to be putting anything from YouTube onto Twitch, which I've also tried doing in the past. You can upload videos directly to Twitch, but nobody really watches uploaded videos on Twitch. Everyone's there for the live experience. And so that's Twitch. That's what's going to happen. Hopefully, Monday to Friday, 2 p.m. I'm going to be playing Age of Engineering for the foreseeable future. I'm having a ton of fun with the pack. It's pretty good. Now that we're kind of getting away from that really early game grind that we kind of had over the first, like, maybe 10 streams, I think the pack's really getting quite good. Now, the only reason that I won't be streaming on, like, any particular day, Monday to Friday, if I miss a stream, it is most likely because I will be recording something with Nick. So, for those who don't know, again, I run a second channel with Nick. We used to do stuff on this channel, but a few months ago, we moved it over to a new channel, which is Nick and Isaac. Again, I'll put links in the description down below if you haven't seen it already. And so right now, it's all kind of all over the place. Nick is currently moving away from home back to university, and so his schedule is all over the place. And so really, we're just recording stuff as and when we can, which means sometimes I won't be able to stream because we do normally record at that 2 p.m. time. And so there may be days where I miss streams to try and get that done. Hopefully, once we get to kind of like mid-October, Nick will have like a firm grasp on his schedule. He'll know what's going on, and we'll be able to record at like a set time every week, so it won't be quite as random. But until then, that's the only reason I wouldn't stream. And also, if you haven't done so already, I'd recommend going and subscribing over on that channel. I think it's pretty good. If you're not a fan of the stuff that I do with Nick, you probably won't like it, but right now we're doing Project Ozone 2 Titan Mode, and we're also doing some other games. We recently did Slime Rancher, and just today, at the time of recording this, we started a new series on Academia School Simulator, which is kind of like a prison architect style game, but instead of running a prison, you run and build a school, which Nick and I had a lot of fun with. We put out the first episode of that today, and so if you want to watch that stuff, that's over there. We put out videos pretty much every day. Again, it's been a little shaky as of late with all of the moving about and all the schedule changes and whatnot, but for the most part, there should be videos every day over on that channel. And then finally, that brings us to this channel, right? The one that's kind of been neglected the most and the one that kind of most of you are here for. And I'm kind of stumped when it comes to this channel because I don't really know what I want to do with it. Because I don't want to put the Twitch stuff on here, and I don't want to jump into another massive grindy mod pack at the same time that I'm doing Project Ozone 2 Titan Mode and then Age of Engineering, which for those who haven't seen it is a pretty grindy mod pack. You know, it's an expert mode mod pack. And so what I think I'm going to do over the next month or so on this channel, instead of starting something new and instead of continuing on with Age of Engineering, I am probably going to do like a couple of first look videos, whether it be on new games or new mod packs, because there are a ton of mod packs out there that I really like the look of, but don't want to kind of sink into because they are just so big and so expansive, and I don't really want to like commit to another 20, 50, 100 episode series on something like All the Mods Expert Mode or Divine RPG, I think is the name of the mod pack, or it might be called Divine Adventure or something. Let me check Twitter real quick. Somebody tweeted me today saying I should play this mod pack, and it looks really cool, Divine Journey, but it's a 1.7.10 mod pack that is kind of, again, in that expert mode theme, but it's massive. It's a huge mod pack, and so I'll probably do a first look video on that fairly shortly. And yeah, so there's a lot of big stuff coming with Minecraft. We're kind of in like a weird middle phase right now where we're leaving 1.7, we're moving past 1.10 to 1.12. Project Ozone 3 is supposed to be on the horizon. Feed the Beast Beyond Expert Mode is supposed to be on the horizon. A couple of days ago, Feed the Beast announced their new Feed the Beast Horizons 3 for 1.12, I'm assuming. And of course, they're working on Feed the Beast Unstable for 1.12, and so there will probably be some kind of big kitchen sink pack for 1.12 coming from Feed the Beast at some point in the near future. And so there's a lot of stuff that's coming that's not quite here now, and so I don't want to start anything huge, and my plan for this channel at least is to start uploading hopefully more regularly. I do apologize, it's been far too sparse over the past couple of weeks, but I'm thinking of doing some first look stuff. There's a bunch of new games I want to try out. Other games that we've done before, Oxygen Not Included, recently updated. I think I'm going to wait until the next update before I jump into that again. We didn't get super far in the last series, but I don't want to start a new series on that just yet because it's going to be more of the same stuff. It's going to be more of the stuff that we've already done, and I'd like to wait until it's kind of fleshed out a little bit more before we get back into that. Also, recently, City Skylines announced a new DLC called Green City, I think, which right now doesn't have a release date, but I'm assuming it's going to be like October, November time, based on when they normally release expansions for that. For those who are wondering why the old City Skylines Mass Transit series finished, it is because, for whatever reason, so side tangent here, I've got all of my games on my computer stored on a separate hard drive, and so if anything goes wrong with Windows, if I have to reinstall, if I get like blue screens, which I have been having, unfortunately, far too often recently, my computer's been crashing all over the place, I need to get some new parts, but I store all of my game stuff on a separate hard drive so that if I do have to reinstall Windows, I still have all my game saves. But for whatever reason, even though City Skylines was installed on a separate hard drive, it still stores its game saves onto your like main drive, your C drive, your Windows drive. And so when I reinstalled, I lost all the save files. I didn't have cloud backups for it, so it was lost. I couldn't really pick it up, and I didn't want to try and recreate the city to then continue the series. It would have taken me forever. And so that's what happened with the last one. I would like to play more City Skylines. I know people like City Skylines. It's something I plan to do. And then there's a bunch of other games that we've played before that I'd love to play again. Software Inc. Is one that we played about a year ago now. I'm hoping Alpha 10 for that will be out fairly shortly and we can start playing that again. And there's all kinds of other stuff. Prison Architect has updated, I think, once or twice since we last played that as well. And there are new games coming out, of course, all of the time. And so we will look at those. We'll do first looks. If people like them, we can play some more. But yeah, that is the current state of things. Hopefully more streams on Twitch, hopefully more regular streams on Twitch, more videos on the Nick and Isaac channel, about one a day. maybe more if we get more time, but probably maybe one a day is probably like a good estimate going forward. And then finally on this channel, some first look stuff. I'm just gonna try a bunch of new things. Really, I'm gonna do some like just first look videos where we just play one game, test it out. If it's good, I might play more of it. If it's not good, then we can move on and play another game. It kind of allows me to not settle in on like playing, you know, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 episodes of something, but also lets me try some stuff out, because there are a lot of mod packs out there that are pretty samey. There are a lot of games out there that look good but aren't, and then of course the opposite, there are a lot of games that that don't look good but are, and I'd like to try those as well. So yeah, that is the plan. Hopefully this wasn't too rambly. It's probably much longer than it needed to be, but long story short is follow me everywhere: Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram. I don't really post to Instagram, but you can follow me there if you'd like. And finally, I'd like to give a huge shout out to everybody who supports the channel on Patreon. We're at 95 Patreons right now. Without you guys, I wouldn't be able to do what I do, so huge thanks to you. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope that I haven't been gone too long. I hope I haven't been too inconsistent. I hope we can make some good stuff going forward, and I hope you enjoy watching the videos. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye!